are listening to the Balancing Act podcast. Here's your hosts, Jamie Wonko and Joe Vitale.
Hey, and guess what?
We are officially
recording.
Oh.
Yes, and welcome to the Balancing Act podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Jedi Joe Vitale, and I'm here with my co-host, the adorable one of the 101 Dalmatians, Jamie.
I'm a pink puppy. I'm a pink puppy.
I'm
a little Tom Haverford. My name is Jamie, but also I'm a pink puppy, and I'm channeling my inner Tom Haverford from Parks and Recreation.
Very nice. I am channeling my I want to be a Jedi and have a real lightsaber when I grow up. Welcome to our third annual Halloween episode. As you hear the hum of my lightsaber, and no, that is not a double entendre. So welcome to today's show. And today's season, and by the way, season 3, brought to you by Teachers Insurance Plan. And the notes that I had, Jamie, are now not there that I put because we had to close out the window and open up a new one.
This is why we are a ragtag team. Season 3 is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Teachers Insurance Plan. Check out their website for more information and give them a call to get a quote. Teachers Insurance Plan, auto insurance that brings exclusive educator savings and exceptional customer care to New Jersey and Pennsylvania educational employees and their dogs.
Yeah, they're not trying to trick you. They're trying to treat you with good prices on your auto insurance. So definitely check that out.
Absolutely.
I mean, who are we? We're professionals here. All right, let's take the hood down. The Jedi robe is in full effect. Shout out to Mr. Bernstein, who of course had a Jedi robe for me to be able to borrow and use for our recording for our special Halloween episode. So what's going on? What's going on, buddy? How we doing?
We are doing as well as we possibly can. I'm just a pink puppy. I've been doing a lot of like petty patrol lately. P is for Penny Pingleton, who is permanently punished. P is for me, being on the petty patrol. And I do think like all teachers have a certain level of pettiness. I've been leaning into my mom life pettiness, my ability to be petty as a mother. And also, I just went with my P as a pink puppy our Halloween show. All things P.
All things P. I love it. So why are we so melancholy as a parent? What were you saying there? You're in your my goodness, now I forgot the word.
What am I feeling?
Why are you petty? Why are you petty right now?
Why am I petty? Petty as a season. I'm in my petty era, maybe.
Gotcha.
I am trying really hard to, I think, I was living in a little bit of like a romantic situation. Just being in, I love my school. I love my students. And this year has come round the way to smack me on the nose with a newspaper. Woof woof, because
yes.
Woo! I am the driver of the struggle bus party of me, and I am having a very difficult time finding that level of affection. And every day I start the new day with, "It's gonna be better today. It's gonna be better."
Yes.
Woof.
Yeah. So there is definitely some of that. I'm feeling the same thing. I mean, a lot of it is like, I think you'll relate to this, James. It's like when the new school year starts, and especially when you had a good year and you had good kids the previous year and you enjoyed their company and you enjoyed your time with them.
And the year before and the
year before. You are comparing your current students to those previous students. You absolutely, like, everybody does that, right? We're all like, oh, but they're not as jovial or as joking or as funny or as all together as the ones that I had the previous year, right? So there always is a little bit of that as you start the school year. And granted, we're at the end of October, right? So it's 2 months, but now you're kind of getting in the thick of it. And yeah, I could see that. I mean, I'm having some of the same issues where it's like academically, I just feel that maybe they're a little bit lower than students I've had in the past. and I'm spending a lot of time dealing with incredibly juvenile behaviors. Um,
Incredibly juvenile behavior.
incredibly juvenile behaviors. Yeah. Like stuff that like I'm addressing kids on a like I even said to my class the other day, I said like, "Hey, do you realize?" I said, "I just want you to realize that in this class, I'm addressing more juvenile behavior than I address in every class combined. Just with the nonsense and the just the ridiculousness of trying to get through a lesson, and they're constantly behind, and then that affects them, unfortunately, as we go through certain assignments. And then like every once in a while you have to play catch up. It's like, hey, I had a catch up day, and now the rest of it you're on your own, and I'm not getting things back from them academically either that are up to par with what I'm looking for. So
Or at all.
or at all.
Or at
And
all is our, although I will say this, you never want to be the person or the teacher that's like the only one who is experiencing. So I do take a lot of comfort in my colleagues, and, because there is a point where you have to analyze, like, is it me? Is it self-reflect? Like, is it me? And when I go and spend some time as we have recommended before, we've said to our new teachers, like, you don't have to go to the faculty room every single day, but it is good to pop in now and again, listen, sort of take the pulse of, the community, what's going on. And I can for sure and 100% say with confidence, it is not me.
yeah.
And it is not my age, because every once in a while, you kind of like, oh, I don't like the noises. And I know like certain things maybe are, just sort of my methodology and they don't always fit in. But no, it's everyone. It's all right. So, so that definitely makes me feel better for sure that it's not me out on a limb all by myself.
It's like you feel better, but it's still not good. Like I get it.
No, but at
Yeah.
least you're not lonely,
Yeah.
at least you're not like, on an island unto yourself where no one else is having and to be quite frank, there are several of my colleagues that are experiencing way more difficulty than I. So
Are we just talking about behavior, or are we talking
we're talking
academic
about behavior. We're talking about really like a complete and total lack of motivation. Usually like even like a simple art project, the things that we do for multicultural events and things like that, most of them like really sparks joy, and we can kind of sit and they enjoy. We're having very little of that.
Yeah.
There's also a constant need for redirection. There is an overwhelming sense of, or like Pete and repeat and Pete and repeat and Pete and Pete, Pete's brother Pete and his nephew Pete and then his uncle Pete. And it's like, why are you asking me that? I wrote it on the board.
Yes.
And I went over it, and then I pointed to it, and then I modeled sentence starters, and then you still sat and said, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, am I punked? Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, that's what I say all the
Or as
time.
my mom would have said, Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher. So
Where are you, Ashton? Because I'm being
I've said that
punked.
before. Sometimes I do my favorite thing that you do, because you do it so well, when you just start looking around and like, what's happening? I do that too in class, and I'm like, where's the cameras? I was like, are you guys trying? I was like, are we having a competition as to, this is what I say. I literally say this. Are we having a competition as to which class can put me in a rubber room in a straitjacket muttering to myself because all I've done is repeated directions over and over and over? We recently had, go ahead.
Sorry. So this time of year in our community where we live, we have a huge Asian population. And so we have quite a number of students who celebrate Diwali and members of our community. And so we have lots and lots of fireworks. And, I know for my precious baby angel dog who, has a sensitivity to the fireworks, but obviously living here, right, and living in this community, teaching here, you and I, we have a sense of what's celebrated, what's important, right?
Yeah.
So I I said to my students the other day, we're going to do a little something to celebrate Diwali. I was like, usually there's like a lot of excitement that goes into that, and wow, and we're excited and we're going to share and we're going to talk about it. That has been my experience, right? So this was very different and shocking to me. And I so it took so long. I got to the point where I said, please, I can't help. I can't allow you to be like the people of the Ring community. So we have a Ring camera. The people of the Ring community are like, it's not 4th of July. What's happening out there? It's like, you live here. What do you mean what's happening? Right? So it's like, how do you not know?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? A classic Jamie story.
How did I
not know that? And it's, what do you mean? So I was saying to them, like, please, the world is filled with so many well-meaning idiots. I don't mean that it's that someone is, really being malicious about it, but also no. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No. So, that's where I am right now. So I'm just going to dog up. I'm going to just put on my dog ears and my Dalmatian nose. And I'm going to say this one's for the dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also, what I struggle with for you is that I know a lot of the activities that you do, you enjoy them, right? And you also enjoy the experience with your students of doing that activity, right? And I feel the same way. There's things that I do, and it's like not there's this new like stream of videos that I've been watching of like how teachers are holding kids' attention, and they're like, so first you have to add 2 + 2, jingle, 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 and they take their keys out and they're like shaking them in front of people to like get them to pay attention, right?
Oh, like a baby at a photo shoot.
Like a baby at a photo
like
shoot,
a year old,
or like
right.
when I have a treat hanging. I realize how this sounds. When I have a treat hanging over the camera to like get my dog's attention.
Yeah.
Not equating students to pets, but I'm just saying, like,
right.
why is everything in need of being a dog and pony show?
It's not.
It's not. It's not. And I don't make it that way. Like, and right now we're doing, a DBQ. We're working on things in class that are a little bit more labor intensive. I model all those activities.
Document-based question. Those are tough. Those are tough. Yeah, they're fascinating and interesting, but yeah.
I also do it in a way where we're doing these in activities together. We're looking at the sample writing. We analyze the essays. They don't actually do the writing. I have them actually form an argument. I'm going to have them do this very soon in class as we're going through the activities. It takes like days. But I'm going to do this activity with them where they're going to like choose something. Like, for example, as I'm dressed in Star Wars attire, which one of the Star Wars movies is the most important to the story, right? And they have to choose, like, they're all important to the story, but they choose the one that's most important as she snores. I'm
just taking a quick nap.
Okay, quick nap. Or like, which Dorito flavor is the best? Or why are the New York Yankees the best baseball team? Like,
you lost me again.
Yes, you have to make an argument. Which Harry Potter book is the most important to the story? Okay. Any of those things. So all of them are important, but they have to choose the one that has the most importance, the one that puts it over the top, that little extra something. And this is the first time I'm doing this way, because I really want them to form their own argument. And then I'm going to give them, they're going to work with a partner, have like 60 seconds to like convince the class of like, here's why this is the most important thing. No debate. You're just giving your opinion, but it has to be based in some kind of fact, and then talk about why you feel that way. What is your personal connection to it? And I'm really hoping it doesn't fall flat, and they actually do it in a way where they're like more engaged with the material. But it's like everything that we do, it's just.
I hope that it works out for you.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to, because I like doing these activities, because we're eventually going to talk about which ideal from the Declaration of Independence is most important, right? So we're going to do the same thing. They're all important, but what's the one that has that little extra something? How do I get them to, and here's the word, how do I get them to understand the rigor of what we are about to do and go through the material in an effective way to be able to get that point across? Like, that's what I'm trying to do with them, but they're just not willing to go forth and put forth the extra struggle. That's the first thing that I'm noticing. The second thing I'm noticing, and what you alluded to, is like, oh my God, they're repeating directions. Like, I want to pass out on this microphone. Like, I can't. And it's posted in Google Classroom. I model the activities. I give them a sample. If I don't have one from a previous year, I make it. I go through the sample. I talk to them about why this is an effective grade. What was the grade on the rubric for that sample? like if you wanted more than this, I give them feedback based on, I use Brisk and I put the rubric in and I give them, I give them feedback. Shout out Brisk. Based on the rubric where it's glows, grows, and whatever the third piece of criteria is like, here's what you've
not
done.
hose.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Although I kind
I'm
of
feeling silly, and this is,
although
we're
I
gonna
kind
take this path down another road. We're gonna take another road down this.
although I kind of wish it was hose because, like,
glows and grows are my jam.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Yeah.
So like the glows of like, here's what you've done well for this project based on the rubric. Here's what you did not hit the mark on. And then the last thing is like, here's how to really take it over the top, right? Here's how to really expand on it even more. So I've been giving them that feedback. And I have kids like didn't do it. Then like it gets handed back. I have a very specific policy regarding late work, which I've talked about.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, they go, oh, this kid completed this in study hall and guidance today. Can you? No, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And I realize how that makes me sound.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. But at the same time, I just think about the kid that worked their butt off to hand it in on time. And now you're going to hand it in late. And I'm going to give you, whether it be a 50 or a 60, it's just not fair. Like, I just don't understand. I've talked to kids like this. You cannot choose to pick and choose when you're going to do things. This is not a deficiency. This is kids choosing
not to do it.
I just didn't do it. And
so let me ask you something. What do you think is the pettiest thing that you hold on to as a teacher? Is there something petty that influences or informs what you do in your classroom? You said, I realize how that makes me sound. So do you think that that's petty, or do you believe in it? And if you're a teacher out there, what is your petty patrol, right? I was singing to myself the other day, and I took a song and I said, "Are you petty? Yes, I'm petty." It's like, what are you petty about, and what are you unwilling to change your pettiness to, so to speak?
I don't know. I
don't think having a grading policy and sticking to that policy, and then a late work policy and sticking to that policy, I don't think that's petty.
No, I don't think so either.
Right?
What's petty for me?
Students bolting out of my classroom like they're on their way to like run in the Olympics, possibly endangering other people. Not petty. That's a rule. That's a safety issue. And, so I wouldn't put those in the petty category.
I think the one thing that I am petty about, and at this point in my career I'm vocal about, is when we are asked to enforce policy and certain teachers decide, I'm just not going to do that because A, they don't want the hassle, B, they don't want the conflict or confrontation, or C, they want to be the cool one, makes the rest of us look like asses. And I'll say that to people's
faces.
I would say that to people's faces, succinctly and professionally, of course. But like when I'm enforcing something my boss wants, and then I hear, well, we don't do that in this so-and-so's class. Well, like I've said often in regards to cell phones, like, the boss says they're supposed to be in your lockers. They're not supposed to be on your person. They're supposed to be away. And if I see it in your pocket, I'm either going to confiscate it or you're going to be forced to put it away in your locker, because that's the expectation. I've used your line. I like a good work environment. That's what she wants, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But when it's like, wow, they're not really using it. It's like, you don't understand. Like she's telling us do this, right? She's telling us to do it. And that's also what the policy states. Like it shouldn't be out. I'm fighting a losing battle when other teachers are not doing that. And I have said, like, if teachers are like not addressing it, they're wrong and not doing their jobs. Like, when we talk about community, when we talk about, granted, I teach a civics class. Like, what are the qualities of a good citizen? That people are, following the rules and following the law, and, contributing to society for the greater good. Like, this is one of those greater good things.
Yeah.
Like when kids are walking around wearing blankets, and they come walking down the hallway, and I'm like, hey, you can't have a blanket. Well, so-and-so saw me, didn't say anything. I was like, well, that's not what I said. I said you can't have it because that lady right across the hall, my principal, she says you can't have it. So if those people, maybe the teacher was honestly busy addressing another student, didn't see it.
So for you, that's the cell phone.
Yeah. But I was talking
But
about,
it's not just cell phone. It's the reinforcement of all
Yeah.
of like the united front. We're
Yeah.
all on the same page. The rules are the same everywhere you go with every teacher across the board. Clear and concise message.
I mean, shouldn't it be that way?
Yes, and I can say something that I'm already pre-petty about for June is last year as a grade level, we had said, hey, you don't have to come to school on the last day. It's usually not something you do because our kids graduate the second to last day. And if you do show up, like no one, we're not going to send you around from class to class. We're going to, keep you in our own classrooms because, that's what we're going to do. And a bunch of kids came to school, which full free and right to do, yes. And the teachers who had been telling them for months and months that they were going to hold them to staying in their own classrooms were sending them all over the place.
Yeah.
And I absolutely 100% would not. I
No,
cannot tell
yeah.
you this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be, and then not do it. I absolutely have this. I don't know what that name of the trait is, but it is, I guess, a terrible part of my personality.
No.
But,
I
it's
disagree.
just, well, thank you. I
Yeah.
mean, which is clearly why we get along. But
No
it
negative
was,
self-talk. It's not allowed.
but it's one of those things where it was like, and they were like, what do you mean? I said, but I told you, and we told you. And then some of the other teachers were like, oh, come on, Jamie, are you going to let them? No, I'm not, because I told them for weeks that this was what we were all collectively doing. Why would I go back on? That's my word. I'm sorry, but no. I'm not going to. So, I mean, can we like just parlez-vous into a little like candy chit chat or what?
I mean, sure. Well, I have one for you. I think I might know the answer to this. I want to ask you.
Yes.
If you had, okay, and I will answer this too, because I'm actually struggling with my answer. But if you had like a teacher haunted house, okay, the things that you turned around the corner that would scare you in that teacher haunted house, okay, like what are some of the things that you think would be in your teacher haunted house? Like, for example, I'll start off. I'll give you one. One of the things that would be in my teacher haunted house was if I turned a corner, right? And I have a messy desk and there's papers all over the place and I can't find like a piece of student's work. Like that would be in my teacher haunted house and it would give me anxiety and fear and it would be something that would make me very, very afraid. Like that's in my teacher haunted house. What's in your teacher haunted house?
My teacher haunted house.
Yes.
Oh, my teacher haunted house would be, it's lunchtime.
Okay.
In a preschool.
Okay.
And they're serving sloppy joes.
Oh, sloppy joes.
And you have to open all of the sporks.
Oh.
And help the preschoolers put the sloppy joe meat onto the bun.
Got it.
Because they're not pre-assembled.
Oh.
And then you have to watch them eat them.
You have got to be kidding me. That's great. I love that. That's something. So that would be in your own personal haunted house that you.
Okay. I mean, that happened. That happened to me when I was substitute teaching, and it's always.
It did not. Did it really? Oh my God.
And it's always been like, oh, that was the worst thing ever. Wow, that's good. Do you have more?
Oh yeah, I have more. So
okay.
I would say like you come into class on the day when you don't have anything like major planned. It's like a catch-up day or like a fun day, and like the kids are gonna do stuff, and like that's the day you're gonna get observed. Like the principal or vice principal comes in holding the laptop, shaking the keys around, and that's the day you're gonna get the observation, and you're like, oh crap, now I have to come up with some engaging thing that's gonna have to be done. Yeah, that one definitely keeps me up.
That's horrifying.
That is horrifying. I love the spork story. I mean, how many sporks did we open? That's good stuff.
I mean, so many sporks.
So many sporks.
So many sporks. Wow. I would say something that would really be frightening would have to be teaching, like you come in and they say, today you're going to have to teach calculus.
Oh, yeah. What a nightmare.
Woo! I mean, that would be horrible.
Or any math.
Or any math.
Or what about
this year I'm feeling like you only have boy students. That would be a nightmare. Because to me, there's like a lot of like that boy energy happening. And
yeah.
Thank goodness for like our sort of calm female energy that's being put out. But yeah, I would imagine if they said like, you're going to only teach boys.
You know what's also funny about
not always just this year.
Yeah, but no, it's also funny about this year in particular with the students that you have, since I taught some of them last year, is that there is a lot of that energy where a lot of times you'll just look around the room and you'll see the boys doing stuff, and some of the girls, like sometimes they're like hee and they're giddy and they're laughing, but a lot of times they're just looking around and they're like, these guys are idiots. Granted, boys are idiots. I'm allowed to say that because I am one. And we laugh at fart jokes and they make stupid noises. And that's just what it is. And I'm 49 years old and I still laugh when my teacher's like, you got to be on your duty on time. And I'm like,
duty.
She said duty.
Yeah, but that's not what I don't mean that.
You don't mean that. Okay.
I don't, because like I love a good, like I do. I love like a dumb joke. I do tend to like really silly. I don't know. It's more of like, it's more of like, I kicked you, I'm kicking you. And it's like, there's just something about it. I don't know. Maybe I had really mature kids the last few years. So it's that would be a nightmare for me. Like all males. Or how about this? You have to teach a class where everyone else is fluent in another language and you have no tools to help you at all.
That would be a bad one.
And you just know everyone's talking about you.
I think another thing that I would definitely have an issue with is, let's say if I'm in the middle, let's say I'm in the middle of teaching and no matter what I do, it's just you're constantly hearing the crinkling. This water bottle doesn't do it as much, but like the crinkling of the water bottle, like while you're teaching, which is all the more reason, if you follow me on social media, that I have the water bottle garage, ladies and gentlemen. The garage is where all the water bottles get parked, and nobody touches their water bottle while it's parked, and it's parked for the entire class period. And I will let you all know that in the 2 months that I've been doing this, no one has died of thirst. There has been no flipping. There has been no putting water on your hand to do your hair. There has been none of that stuff. So to me, that's a nightmare. Like things like that are triggering.
Yeah.
I want to use the word petty in this case, my little petty princess, because I think other experiences have ruined it for the students that I currently have. Because I literally said, like, it's not you, it's them. It's what I've experienced. No matter how many times I've politely asked, please don't do that, I continually get people that are doing that. And it's impolite, it's rude, it's distracting. It literally is like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Yeah. A lot of times, like I do the like, hey bud, would you mind maybe not doing that? And I think probably like what's getting me this year is like normally kids are like really like, I'm not like, stop it, don't do that, what are you doing? But they hear me sounding like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, do you mind? I'm going to ask you again, like, please try not to. And they hear like, don't do that. Because when they look at me, their reaction is as if I had spoken to them in that way. So it's like the reaction that I'm getting isn't matching what I'm saying. So I don't know where. And I do find that to be more of something that's like more typical of like an 11-year-old and not a 13-year-old, where they usually kind of get over that a little bit. It's strange. But all right, so here is a little recap for our Happy Halloween episode.
Yes.
Your favorite candy?
I'm still going with Almond Joy.
Okay. Your favorite costume?
My favorite costume that I ever dressed up as is probably my dad once made me an Optimus Prime costume that I wore. It was like out of cardboard, and he made all sorts of stuff. That was really cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Your favorite Halloween movie or TV show?
So I'm not a scary movie person.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say that like I really watch like Halloween movies the way that I watch like Christmas movies. So I really couldn't. I don't know if I necessarily have one.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like Charlie Brown, Halloween, The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's probably if that's going to be, that's probably the one that's on the list. Like when I was a kid, like you had to watch it because you couldn't miss it, right? If
You
you
can't
missed it,
miss
you
it.
missed it.
That was it. Once a
Yeah,
year.
that was it. It was once a year. But now I can watch it whenever I want. But yeah, it's probably that.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What about you? Favorite
And
candy?
yeah, my favorite candy. Oh, there's too many.
Yeah, there
My
are too many.
favorite classic, I do love a Butterfinger. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger, Bart
Yeah,
Simpson
Bart
style.
Simpson style.
Yeah. My kids have the nut allergy, so it's like I have easy access to lots of like overflow of nut filled candies.
Got it.
So that's pretty good.
Hear it.
Yes.
Okay. What about your favorite Halloween costume? Didn't you? I I think I remember this one. What is it?
What?
I think it was the one. Wasn't it the one where you dressed up and your sister was like, "Who is that?" And you wore like a
Oh my
name tag.
God. When I was Diana from Rags to Riches, an 80s classic jam.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. As much as I have a flair for like all things like theatrical, I'm Halloween is not one of my favorite holidays, but I do, I have to say, like the further away that I get, and now I like that I've lost creative control over my children's Halloween situation. It's like I was like the number one like premier director of their lives for so long, and now that I've lost creative control, it's like hard to you miss it.
Got it.
And so I do pine a little bit for like those family moments of like the trunk or treat and I like there's been some like younger moms at school or women that I teach with that have younger kids and I'm like you may feel really stressed out about it, but once it's over like you will pine for it.
Yeah,
You
there's some
will
of
like
that.
look back and think like, oh man, like that was so much fun and we had such a great time and like creating all of those memories. And yeah, so I as a parent probably the year that we did trunk or treat as a family and we did a Christmas story like
Yep.
for Halloween, that was definitely like a standout for me as a parent. But as a kid, yeah, for sure that was really funny when I was Diana.
Nice.
Oh, Diana. I watched a lot of clips on that of that on YouTube. And they all sang. It was just so great. Mr.
Yeah.
Foley. Anyway.
Good stuff.
And my favorite Halloween, we do for sure the Charlie Brown. I got a rock.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Poor
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. I do think the like being a ghost with like just the sheet and the eyes and like the dirt, it just seems really funny.
Yeah.
Collectively. But we're doing a costume at school this year.
I heard. Yes.
Yes. And so I think that that's nice. They usually do like a little gym teacher action. I do think it's hysterical the people that have done like the 6-7 costumes, like that they're going to be like the number 6 and 7.
Yep.
I think that's really super funny.
Someone's raising their hand.
Yes.
That would be me because
Yes.
myself and my co-teacher are getting shirts made, and he's going to be 6 and I'm going to be 7. I also have I've banned 6-7 in my classroom because we are currently in the middle of a unit on colonial America and the Revolutionary War. So basically, we do 7-6 instead of 6-7. So anytime we like say 1776 or like whatever, we're like 7-6, and they have to do their hands instead of up, like palms up. They have to do palms down, and it's become like a thing in my class, which is cute. So I'm trying to like lean into all the craziness that these kids are constantly talking about in all the memes and all the fun stuff that they do.
100%. It wasn't like we didn't have those things when we were younger, but we definitely, they didn't catch on as fast. They took longer. It was more of a grassroots type of situation, like the current doi doi.
Oh yeah, there's the high sonat noise. There's that, which is obnoxious during class. That's great. Listen, we are children of the '90s. I'm sure one of the two of us talked like Pauly Shore, or or you talked like Wayne and Garth
Oh my
from
goodness.
Wayne's World. Any of those things.
Excellent
Yeah,
parties.
yeah,
I mean, Pauly Shore, I
yeah. The Weasel.
oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, the Weasel.
I really liked him. And Jason and I recently talked about why I liked him because I feel like we were dating at the time, and there was a movie where I think it was like the son-in-law, and like he has to
Oh
like
yeah.
right, he pretends he's gonna marry somebody, and then he like wins everybody over,
Yep.
and I was like, God, I must have watched that movie like 50 times, and it was like, why? And she just said, why did you like Pauly Shore so much? And I think like he was just like silly and he was safe and he never seemed like he was like flirty, but he didn't seem like he would harm you in any way. So
Oh
it
yeah.
was kind of like an innocent, safe flirt situation. Not that I've met
Yeah.
him, but like in my mind, as I tried to describe why I liked him so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was funny. But yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he would say all sorts of ridiculous things, like, "If you're edged because I'm wheezing on all your grindage, just chill." Like that's what he would say. Like these kids say the same type of stuff. Like
Yeah,
we
they're
say
chopped
ridiculous things.
cheese,
Chop your chopped cheese, yo.
chopped cheese,
You're so cooked, bruh.
cooked,
Okay.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that would be like my other nightmare is like in my haunted house would be like
Oh,
turn the corner in my haunted house and it's
yeah.
just all kids talking about memes and ridiculous stuff. But I think I understand most of it, but I wouldn't understand any of it if I was in my haunted house turning the corner.
I hope I don't have a nightmare tonight now
Oh
where like the
no.
haunted house comes true.
Oh
It's like
no.
the back to school dreams,
Oh
sometimes they
yeah.
start like super early and now I'm like, "Oh
Yep.
no. This petty puppy is,
Yeah.
not prepared."
Yeah, it seems like you're on the petty patrol. So look, there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes we just get in that funk and in that mood, right?
I
It
gotta
just
get out of
happens.
it. I
Yeah.
gotta get out of it.
It's also, I think we're getting right towards fall break.
We are. And what exciting big news do we have for our listeners?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
We haven't
la
even,
la.
we haven't not even talked about this if you've stayed with us till the end of the episode.
That's right.
We will be at the New Jersey State Teachers Convention. We're going to be down there on the Thursday of the convention weekend.
The NJEA Teachers
Yes.
Convention is being hosted in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yes.
And it is running the first week of November. And we will be there in person if you would like
Yes.
to come and find us, meet us, greet us, and chat with us, which we would
Yes.
love. We will be there on Thursday, November 6th at the convention center. We're going to be doing some work for the pod, some questions, some, just being out there, finding fans and talking to people,
Yep. Little
talking to other teachers.
man on the street interviews and questions. We're also going to be doing some content with our sponsor, Teachers Insurance Plan. So we'll be doing that too.
That's right.
Which we're really excited to head down there and meet some people and maybe I think we're going to be looking for a fun episode from the teachers convention that we're going to get some responses from people and cut it together. So that one will be a little bit different that we're going to put together. I'm looking forward to that.
And Mr. Vitale, when
Branching out.
you find yourself in a casino
Yes.
without your Sith Lord costume.
Oh, yes.
Now,
Okay.
don't be confused, everybody. I won't be a petty puppy at the convention, right?
Okay, good.
So look for me, not how not my pink petty self. What is the game? What is your game?
Oh, I do play poker. I guess I started playing with all my friends when poker got big, like a couple years ago.
Sure.
We used to play on a regular game on Wednesday nights when we didn't have kids. We were in our 20s and we would play all the time. So I do play, and I have played down in the casino. And also I don't like losing money. So part of it is like I can play a game like 1-2 limit poker. And I could play for 4 hours and lose $60. And I'm like, okay, I played for 4 hours. You know what I mean? Or I could play for 4 hours and make $15. Like it's more about playing and enjoying the experience than it is about like winning money. I'm just not a huge gambler. I don't have like that disposable income. What about yourself? What are you? Are you
I mean, I think a lot of people don't have the disposable income. It
yeah,
doesn't mean
but
that
they do it anyway.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a roulette fan.
Okay,
I love, just to belly up to a roulette table. It's really,
nice.
it's really nice. Yeah. So I will for sure play some roulette when I'm, enjoying the convention for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you're
Set it
also
all on black, baby.
you're also doing a little getaway with your hubsy too.
Yeah, I mean,
which
he's
would be
going to
nice.
be there for sure. And I mean, if I can make it and catch the keynote speaker, Malala Yousafzai, I will be just tickled pink. I'm really looking forward to the speakers that they have. A lot of the workshops, a lot of the offerings are really are pretty great. So I can understand, at this time of year, you may be exhausted and just need a full break. But just going, walking around, and hopefully, if we're there, when we're there, and you see us, please introduce yourself, and we can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, we absolutely can't wait to meet you. Any of our listeners that are going to be down there,
For sure.
and hopefully we'll even get some more listeners from the stuff that we're going to do and the postings that we're going to make. And if you're looking for auto insurance, Teachers Insurance Plan is going to have a booth down there. And wouldn't you know it, that our season 3 is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Teachers Insurance Plan. Make sure you check out their website, which we've linked into our episode description. Teachers Insurance Plan, auto insurance that brings exclusive educator savings and exceptional customer care to New Jersey and Pennsylvania educational employees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, as always, my friend, I appreciate you on this spooky Halloween.
And I appreciate you, and I wish
Yeah.
you nothing but love and almond joys.
Yes, I will have all the almond joys, and don't be harsh in my mellow, bro. Did Pauly Shore say that? I have no idea. All right, so we will see everybody next time on the Balancing Act podcast.
Bye.
Look for the Balancing Act podcast every week on your favorite podcast platform. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Thank you for being a part of our audience. We appreciate you.